around with him.
Yeah, he's following his teammate Denny Hamlin off of turn 2 and really got in the gas.
See that right front blow right there, and then that's kind of let the splitter get down on the ground. That car just stepped out. I mean, it.
Wow.
I think he was trying to stay with Hamlin.
We've seen a lot of cars talk about loose getting into turn 1 and loose laid off of turn 2, which is right where that car came around.
He was trying to make a pass, and the car just got so loose it spun on him.
Car in the wall, turn 1.
My goodness.
On the very first lap.
Stenhouse, maybe?
Yes.
Looks like that 17 car has pounded a wall. Oh, that thing just never turned.
You know,
yeah, right
almost,
front.
I don't know if it got on the splitter, if the front end, the front tire locked up going into turn 1.
It just had the look of a right front tire going down the way he just took off straight to the wall.
Here's what Stenhouse had to say.
Early on at Phoenix for the NASCAR Xfinity Series, caution out for the first time, and it's the guy we were talking about before we went to break, and that would be Daniel Suarez.
Yeah, we saw smoke, and that means a right rear tire rub, and it just blows out on the straightaway, and into the outside wall he goes. Just a result of that contact racing 3 wide down into turn 3.
Yeah, and unfortunately these tire rubs.
Tire load.
Man, that's a hard hit.
You all right, buddy? Talk to me.
Does a great job, though. Good speed for Matt. You can just see him getting better and better with every lap. A little bit of a bobble there on the bottom. Slides up, gets into Brendan.
And there goes gone. You talk about a long, lazy slide.
Keep it coming here.
Well, the fact that those 2 cars hung together kept Ron from going into the outside wall, I think. He just pushed them on the
just have
ramp.
a flat left rear right to the wheel, Brendan. The rest of it doesn't look bad on the left side.
It's Crew Chief Shane Wilson. These two have been together for a long time. They were racing for 9th, 3rd caution of the day.
Lead is over in 4 here if we can get going. If you're clear to come back.
Just hard to climb that bank without a tire on that left rear.
You know what I'm also thinking about here? Closing on halfway in stage 2. Opportunity for strategy here.
I like strategy. Check this out. Tiff bobbles on entry, Kevin.
Yeah, and this is just one of those situations like we were talking about earlier with the young guys. You get them underneath, and with that little spoiler in the back of the car, these cars are a little bit harder to handle underneath because it just takes the downforce off the car. Tiff makes a little bit of a wiggle right there, gets into the side of the 62. I think the 62 might have been mad. It looked like he was just flooring it right there, and it popped his left rear tire.
Watch this. He gets position, but you're loose on the bottom. Hits that yellow line, and the thing just starts to shake. Probably some rear tire chatter. Into gone.
It looked to me like once there was contact that Tiff really backed out, said, I made him mad, I don't want to make it worse. Now, how much that going to change as the run continues? And we've got a caution.
They're up against the wall in 3. It's the yellow 90 car.
5th one of the day.
Ends up fixing this 90 car, too. I think it's this 3 wide battle in the middle here. And up the hill goes the 90 of Gosselin into David Starr. Just missed the corner for some reason. I don't know if he got loose when he turned it in, but was nowhere near the bottom of the track.
Mario was running back in the 30th position when he slid sideways going to turn 3.
Chance to win in Daytona last lap. Got shuffled out a bit. Top 10 finish, though, but it looks like maybe trouble in the right front, Kevin.
Yeah, and that has all the looks of a right front tire going down, but I would bet that it's probably from the brakes melting the bead.
And the melting bead turned into maybe brake fluid and a bit of a fire there. Joey quickly exits the machine. Drew Herring in the 24 car down into turn 3. Is that Daniel Hemrick loose on the bottom? No, Daniel was up ahead against his teammate. That was the 33 of Brandon Jones that he got tangled up with. Whoa, just keeps her out of the outside wall.
2nd week in a row, Herring's been driving that 24 car for JGL Racing. Corey LaJoie going to return to that vehicle.
In the corner side by side, you can see both guys are wrecking. You know that it's a possibility the guy underneath you is going to get loose. You certainly don't expect him to, but you got to be aware that it might happen.
Well, in the years past, this hasn't really been the case for these guys in the Xfinity Series. I think as you see the smaller spoiler and everything that's happening this year, a lot of these guys are learning that, you know what, these things are pretty loose underneath each other, and they keep learning lesson by lesson here.
Great camera shot there.
Oh, we got a crash in turn.
No caution will be out though. Hold the brake, hold the brake. You okay?
Dillon went around, collected Ryan Sieg. Austin had restarted in the 5th position, was 6th when he went around.
Goes up and things happen.
Bubba Wallace is racing on the inside of Austin Dillon. You see Elliott Sadler get loose off the corner there. That opened the door for Byron, and bam. That's Cole Custer that drives into the side of Dillon. And unfortunately for Ryan Sieg, you can see Custer just couldn't get the car turned to the bottom. Maybe loose in, Kevin?
Yeah, sometimes when they get loose in, or they, you get on a splitter and you just can't get the thing to turn, or you don't want to turn the thing because you feel like it might spin out, and unfortunately Austin was right there.
On board with Brennan Poole here.
Stay low here, stay low. Come low, come low, come low here. No caution, caution will come out though. Caution down, caution down. Good to back it down.
You saw the back of the 00 indeed step out on entry, and then when he corrected it, he hit Dillon.
Dillon not happy with the rookie Cole Custer.
Yeah, and that's this kind of stuff that you don't really want to see. That's kind of Saturday night stuff there. It's racing, stuff happens.
Side of the 83 car coming down in back here in the dog leg.
Wow, that's really strange how he got loose.
That thing just turned and went up the hill.
I mean, that's an awkward place for the car to get loose.
No.
I'm wondering if there's something else that happened.
We're late with it. There was contact coming into the dog leg that precipitated LaJoie going into the wall.
Travel.
And Corey LaJoie has hit the wall in turn 1. Second caution for contact. Third overall in the race at lap 118. LaJoie had to make an extra pit stop earlier because of a tire going down.
See there, the car just never turns straight.
Yeah, it's either a tire went down or a brake issue.
I
right
think
front looked like it was locked up.
I think the brake issue that caused the tire problem.
That could be.
Oh, he brushed the wall as we saw from Dale Jr.'s.
There, got one of the fence here to one. No caution yet. Keep going till I tell you.
The angle and the flat part of that right front and how hard he impacted the wall from 15th position.
Riding with Joey Logano up ahead is Kenseth in 15th place.
Oh, wow. Yikes. Wow. Man, that hurts.
That's when you're really thankful for a safer barrier.
You just don't know how that feels. If you've never been in a car that hits a wall like it, you just can't imagine what it feels like. It's like getting hit in the gut with a baseball bat.
Matt?
And Mike, this run, Matt Kenseth have been complaining the 20 car just plowing tight.
Well, and Matt, you bring that up. When the car is that tight, what do? You use more brake to slow the car down to get it to turn in the corner.
Denny Hamlin dropping back a bit here. And trouble. There's David Reagan in the fence with rookie Greg Galding, turn 1.
I think that might be a break for the 11 car because something had happened to him and he was falling like a rock.
There's David Reagan.
Oh, he cut a left rear down. That fender was rubbing. That's going to take out Greg Galding.
Yep.
Send both of them backwards into the fence.
And they were racing for the free pass position. We'll double check that with NASCAR scoring. Ouch.
You think this little 1 mile racetrack, you're not going that fast? I tell you, you look at the damage that's done to these cars when they hit the wall, they're going really fast.
First long run that we've really had in a while. You can see right there.
Oh, yeah.
You know, as you get to the later stages of the race like this, and you have that kind of a long run,
man,
it's just going to be so hard.
Two more coming.
Caution out with 6 laps to go.
Not what Samantha Bush and Kyle Bush and that 18 team wanted to see, or the 22 and Joe Logano. I heard that thing explode on the front straightaway.
We'd had a long green flag run and just getting into that danger zone where we're concerned about those right fronts from excessive brake heat and melting the bead of the tire.
Oh yeah, you can see it's going down right there. Bam! Oh my gosh! Hard hits. Woo!
Joey was 11.
Even lower on the apron. Still good by 1. Right front.
Look at these sudden impact.
Hold it up there if you can. Got something coming.
Now, what I found so interesting
2 more coming.
about that is you could see in his hands as soon as he let off the gas and got on the brakes and that tire loaded up, boom, that's when it went.
Pit road is open. Here come the leaders, Matt.
And Mike Keselowski